Yeah, man. You know, that's basically how that shit goes. You know, the Lord. You get that spirit, that weak spirit on you, bro. Really, what's gonna end up happening is that
you're not gonna make it.
You're gonna question everything. You're gonna start. Oh, now you're gonna start looking into different philosophies. Here it is. You got the truth. You got the truth. You understand the name of the Lord. You understand who you are, your heritage. You got the breakdown, and then now you got
it's the earth really round.
Now you're gonna start saying, oh, maybe it's a flat earth. You worrying about shit that don't matter, man. You worrying about some shit that's gonna get you destroyed.
Yep.
And now you start studying that, and then that's gonna lead you to some Kemet shit.
Yeah.
You know, let me read about some Kemet on the side. Well, I ain't gonna tell the brothers. You just reading that. Now you're making many books. You know, hey, you're gonna end up throwing all that knowledge up, and you're gonna end up just going right back. I'm gonna drop everything down. I'm just gonna work.
Because what that is, that's a scapegoat. You try to find a whole when somebody don't want to be in the truth no more, they'll find something about the doctrine that they can take heed to it or latch on to it and be like, okay, that's why I fell out. I didn't agree with what they were teaching. It was right. And then 3 months down the road, you never hear them. They back in the world. Going to Lollapalooza.
Or wearing dashiki.
Yeah, wearing the dashiki.
You out there. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's our people, and that's the spirit that's out there in the world. So it says, let go of the mortal thoughts, and what did it say? It says, put off now the weak nature. So you want to make sure you're doing that, and you got to catch yourself. You got to see the spirit that you're in, and you got to question it. Is this the spirit of the Lord, or do I got demons on me? If we all got demons on me. I'll be the first to tell you, I got demons on me. I struggle with spirits.
Everybody.
It's
a daily battle.
We here, bro. Like, look at this shit. Look at the shit we in, bro. Like, this is low, bro. Like, this is. Our ancestors, when they was having the vision, they was looking at this shit. They're like, oh my gosh.
Hey, Angela would throw up. You see this shit just come out the transit, puke, huddle up in the fetal position, and they don't want to deal with nobody.
Yeah, bro, this is scary, bro. Like, and we actually, here it is. Now we're actually living in the times. This is the same times that the prophets of old wanted to actually see. But we're actually here. Here it is. We here now, and this shit is hard, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now. This is tough on our spirits because we're completely rolled over by this heathen. All right, we walking on concrete. Our backs all fucked up. We're all weakened. Getting cold, sniffles and shit. The king got the sniffles. Oh yeah, I'm a king. Like you over there, you runny nose and shit. You call yourself a king. You ain't no way king out here, man. We all low as hell. All right, we're getting sick. All right, we're working for heathens. We work for them. We serve them. We do servitude work for them. Sometimes you got to do it on the Shabbat. But that's the fucked up thing about it. We got to work on the damn Shabbat. I didn't mean to say it like that. We got to work on the Shabbat, which is a holy day.
I got to cook these.
Whenever you're ready. I didn't mean to say it like that.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 4. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier.
Right. We don't get all caught up in the affairs of America, okay, of Tampa. Okay, yeah, we gotta do it, but at the same time we understand that we actually have another job to do, which is much more important. Okay, which is actually walking in righteousness, walking in the light. That's a job. And you have to do that in the midst of doing all the other shit you gotta do. Working for Esau, being a father, being a husband, okay, being a homeowner. You gotta do all that stuff, bro. Like this, hey, that's the lot that was given unto you. You gotta step up as a man and do it. Okay? Read it again.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 4. No man that warreth, with what? We're in a spiritual battle every day. We're warring against the not against flesh and blood. You get that scripture?
Yes.
Flesh and blood, but principality. But this is the actual battle out here. Right now, when we come out here, we refer to being that we come into battle, man. We're on the line right now. All right, we out here. This is a spiritual battle right now. Our weapon is the sword, the scriptures. Sometimes demons come up, we slay them with the sword. Sometimes we have a good week. Brother comes out, we edify. But hey, regardless, it's a battle. We're warring out here. It says, no man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who has chosen him to be a soldier.
And that's ultimately what we're looking to do. Please the Lord.
But without faith, it is impossible to please Him.
Exactly.
So you gotta. If you don't have faith, you just out here for no reason. Then
You're just out here in the cold.
You're a medic.
God. He's standing out here in the goddamn cold.
Or no, like that movie 300, what's the Hunchback dude? That sold him. That's it. That's the fallouts that come into the camp, end up leaving. You know, they would rather have the pleasures, you know, because that's what he sold out for. The women, you know, the gold. That's what these fallouts want, man. These people that come into the truth, know they're Israelites, put their hand to the plow, and then they fall back into the world. They just wanted the affairs of this world. They wanted to prosper and for the little time being that they got, man.
Yeah, I got it. This is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
That's what we out here fighting against, man, warring with. We're not out here fist fighting people, but what we fighting the things that they can't even see. We're fighting the spiritual wickedness out here, man.
It says what? It says against the rulers of the darkness of this world.
Yeah, and that's the elites of Esau, man. We casting out his strongholds. Mm-hmm. For all these years, he been spending billions and billions of dollars trying to keep this truth hidden. You know, trying to keep us from our true heritage. But here we are to this day, calling him the devil, calling his minions rejects. You know, we telling them that they're losers. You know, they should be living it up. You know, just 30 years ago, we would have been shot up in this. You know, Esau would have came with the KKK, and they would have shot us up, man.
Fucking niggers.
Yeah.
Damn spooks. Yeah, we be fucked out here. Yeah, but the Spirit of the Lord is now on a high level. Now, this is the time. We're fighting against flesh. We don't fight against flesh and blood. We fight against principalities, all right, demons, all right,
high places.
Spiritual weakness in high places. What? Yeah, you know, and that's them elites. That's them Rockefellers and shit.
And the left-hand power has been ruling for hundreds of years now.
Too long.
So they, you know, they got an advantage. But what? We got the ultimate advantage because we got the Heavenly Father on our side.
Yeah, we got the faith. All right, we understand. We got the tools. We got the cheat codes. Okay, so really, all we got to do is just endure. If we can endure this madness, the spiritual weakness, the folly, the temptation. Okay, the temptation. Aki, you want to get Revelation 3:10 while he gets what he's getting?
No, I was getting that.
You was getting that?
No, that was it on that.
Okay. Yeah, get that then. Revelation 3:10. Because yeah, as we're able to get through all this temptation out here, we get through all this the racism of Esau and these other nations, getting shot down, getting punked. All right, you know, working last one high, first one fire type of shit. Yeah, no, you ain't all Jake is. Guess what? If we can endure this, if we can endure America, we can get through America, then the Lord's going to give us something really special at the end of the day. And that's a beautiful thing to really meditate on. That's why we're out here. That's why we stand up here for hours with our backs hurting, sniffling in the cold. All right, because we know, we don't just believe, we know, and we expect. We expect to get the kingdom of heaven. All right, we're going to get something really beautiful. And all you brothers out there laboring, whether you got one man in your camp, whether you just by yourself, or whether you got a whole slew of brothers with you on the right and the left. Guess what? We're going to get the kingdom of heaven. You got to really believe that. And it's, of course, we say Lord willing because we don't know. The Lord can do anything to us. All right, but you gotta be able to fight through the temptations, fight through the hell that Esau is putting out here, and it's all through the Spirit of the Lord, anyways. Go ahead, Doc.
This is Revelations chapter 3, verse 10. Because thou hast kept thy word of my patience, I also will keep thou from the hour of temptation.
Right. So since you kept the word of the Lord's patience, since you were diligent, you kept the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai's patience, all right? He's going to what? He's going to keep you from the hour of temptation, which is what ultimately?
Mark of the beast.
Yeah, the mark of the beast. You know what that is, right? Yeah, man. You get through, if you can endure the temptation it is to get that, you're starving, your children are starving, and the one way out of it, you know there's one way out of it. You could get that RFID microchip and plant it in your hand. And be like, all right, let's just get it so the kids can eat. Let's do it for the kids. Let's do it for the kids, honey. Let's do it for the kids, hun. Come on, babe. Let's just go. Let's go to Walgreens and get the chip. Yeah, you're gonna eat. But you know what? You're gonna eat that. You're gonna eat a yoga flame too. You're gonna eat a yoga flame like Dawson. Like Dawson from Street Fighter. He's gonna burn you with the yoga fire, yoga flame. Right in your mouth. You're gonna have to eat that. Because what? You took the mark of the beast. You wanted to eat. You didn't have faith that the Lord was gonna what? He was gonna save you. He's gonna feed your whole family. All you have to do is go another 24 hours, and the Lord would have fed your whole family. But you didn't read on, or read it again and read on. Okay.
This is Revelation chapter 3,
I think that was it.
verse 10. Yeah. Because thou hast kept thy word of my patience, I will also keep you from the hour of temptation.
Right, that was it, right?
That's gonna be for the whole world.
There's more.
Oh, go ahead, read.
Which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
Right. He's gonna try all. What did it say? The whole world?
Yeah. It said the whole earth.
The whole earth, right? So
yeah.
The whole earth is gonna be tempted. Not just the Israelites. Even though the Israelites are spread across all four corners of the globe, we all know that.
Yeah, really, that's all that matters. Because the heathens, they can take it.
They're gonna. They're not gonna be tried. They're just gonna take it.
Yeah.
They're already taking it in Sweden and all these other different places. They're taking it willingly. They want that shit. All right. They're taking it, whatever.
Biohacking and shit.
Yeah, they're into that shit. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna take it, but everybody's gonna be taken. So Israelites are spread across the whole world. So we're gonna be tried. Okay. So if you can endure that, then the Lord's gonna give you something special. Get James get James 1 and 12.
James 1 and 12.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Because that temptation is a bitch, bro. That temptation is. Hey, man, I get tempted in a lot of things during the week, man, when I'm not around you brothers, bro.
That's nothing.
I'm holding.
The hour of temptation.
Yeah, the hour of temptation when you're starving, bro. Like, yo, man.
It's called the hour of temptation, meaning the time frame.
The time frame of temptation, and that's going to be the Jacob's trouble. It's all in the midst of that. Okay, that's going to be a hard time. Go ahead, Aki.
This is James chapter 1, verse 12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life.
Read it again.
Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, so when he is tried, he will receive the crown of life.
Yeah, blessed is that man that endureth temptation, man. Straight up, man. Word up, man. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation. Because that same man that took the low road, guess what? He's going to be immortal. He's going to get immortality. He's going to be a king on the earth. His seed is going to, he's going to become 1,000. He's going to become 10,000. He's going to become 1,000,000. Whatever he wants. Because he endured the hour of temptation. That was it, right?
No.
Go ahead.
Which the Lord hath promised to them that love him.
Yeah. See that? Because the Lord loves his elect. And if you be that, you got to make your call on election sure. There's a lot to that scripture. You got to make your call on election sure because what? You got to first come out. You got to come out the highways, you got to learn the correct doctrine. You got to call on Yahweh Shem Shai. And then when that time comes, when you don't see your brother no more, you got to endure the hour of temptation. That's how the Lord's going to try every individual Israelite. Are you really about this, or are you just thinking, oh, you're just trying to get YouTube views? What are you doing, bro? You just trying to get YouTube views? You doing this for lasciviousness? You trying to get pussy? There's a lot of you cats out here. You do this word just so you can read the Bible to women and get pussy at the end of the day.
That's bugged out in itself.
Y'all doing that. You know who you are. You're doing that. And that's fucked up, bro. Lasciviousness. All right? But when that hour of temptation comes and you're tried, you're going to be like, you know what? That don't mean that. You're going to say, that don't mean that. I'm going to get the chip.
The chip ain't the beast.
Yeah.
The mark of the beast.
You got to eat, right? You got to get your daily bread. You're going to be wicked with it. You're going to try to tell other people you don't need it.
Obey the powers.
You're going to bring out Romans 13 and shit. Yeah, that's fucked up. That's wicked and evil. But guess what? It says, blessed is that man that endures temptation. So that's why you got to go back to the Psalms 51, where verse 11, where it said, you know, cast not that Holy Spirit, cast me not away from your presence, and take me not the Holy Spirit from you. Because we got the Holy Spirit on us now, Lord willing. So in that day, are we still going to have the Holy Spirit on us, or are you going to put a bitch-made spirit on us? The Lord could put a bitch-made spirit on you. You got to understand that. You can't be proud in this thing. There ain't no pride in this, bro. The Lord could put a bitch-made spirit on you. You can be the precept man. You can bring out all the precepts, the most obscure precepts. You know, every inch of the Bible. You can have the illest garment. But in that day, the Lord could put a bitch spirit on you real quick. Where you in a fetal position in the corner behind a dumpster. You know? And
that happens because you didn't have faith in from the get-go.
Yep. Yep. And then that day, somebody's gonna be laughing at them. And the Lord are gonna laugh at you because you was faking the funk the whole time, and it was brought to light. Yeah, man. Hey, this thing isn't a game, bro. Ain't no pride in this thing, brothers. We humbled already. We humbled already. This thing, you know, you gotta walk on eggshells. We was talking about that. We was talking about that on the conference call. We gotta walk on eggshells, man. You gotta make sure you're pleasing the Lord. And I speak to myself when I say that too, because I gotta check myself sometimes. I'm like, damn, I'm in the world away from, you know, shit. I've been doing this. I should be doing this. I gotta do this all day, but damn, I want to do this. You can't do this. You want it, and a lot of times you want to do righteous, but you got so much shit going on. It's like, damn, now you gotta fight. You gotta fight with the temptation. Like, you know what? You gotta force yourself to be righteous. And that's fucked up. How you gotta force yourself to be righteous, man? You gotta ask the Lord to keep the Holy Spirit on you, because that could be erased from you real quick. You out there in the world with the bug out, eating pork chops again. You gotta ask the Lord. You gotta be sincere with it. Otherwise, man, I don't know what to tell you, bro. And I'm scared of that, bro. That's one of the worst things I fear, bro. The Lord take the Holy Spirit from me. Yeah, man. This is no game out here. This is dead. This is deadly serious. When we say deadly serious, we really mean deadly serious. You can die. Go ahead.
2 Peter chapter 2, verse 21. For it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness than after they have known it, to turn from the holy commandment delivered unto them. Ooh. But it has happened unto them according to the true proverb, the dog is turned to his own vomit again, and the soul that was washed to her wallowing in the mire. Right,
a sow is like it's a big fat pig.
Sow,
yeah, that's a big fat dirty stinking pig. You see, you got a big pig, you wash it off with the hose, and that motherfucker goes right back into the goddamn mud and rolls around. That's what a lot of you cats do. It's better for you not having even known this. It's better for you that, oh, you saw the Israelite videos? It's better for you just to skip that video and go and watch the big booty Brazilians. Because if you just skipped it, you would have got a less judgment because you didn't know. Now here it is, you know the ways of the Lord, you know righteousness, and then you're doing all this to try to please the Lord, and you go right back into the, what the fuck, yo, really? That's a slap in the face to Yahweh Shai, and that's a slap in the face to all your teachers that you learned from.
That's why it said it's better if you didn't even know.
Yeah, bro.
Because the servant that didn't know the will of the Father is going to get fewer stripes than the one that knew and didn't do it, you know? I was trying to get that.
Yeah, you know what that is. Yeah, get that. Yeah, man.
12 somewhere.
It's best for you just to have this remained in the world, bro, because you would have still got judged, but like the brother's about to bring out, it wouldn't have been as severe as a man that he knows he's an Israelite, you know, he's over there serving, and then he just gave up the spirit, and he's like, you know what, fuck it. I never would have believed. Go ahead when you got it.
All right. Let me start Luke 12 and
let's get to the point.
Luke 12 and 45. And if that servant say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming.
Right, because a lot of people say, a lot of people, that's how a lot of people get caught out of here and leave and go back to the world.
Yeah, become slothful.
Yep.
Oh, you know what? I've been doing this for 10, 15 years, but you know, I don't see the Lord come back anytime soon. So let me go, you know.
I'm trying to go over to Europe. I'm trying to tour the world. I'm trying to do this and that.
I figured they put their time in already.
Yeah, I put my time in.
Yeah.
I did my job. You little guys got to do yours now. I put 10 years in. I'm gonna go do this now.
I put my time.
Read that again.
Yeah. It says, and if that servant say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to beat the men servants and maids, and to eat and drink and be drunken,
right?
The Lord of that servant will come.
Yep.
In the day when he looketh not for him.
Yeah, because he's gonna eventually come back. And that's Yahweh Shai ultimately. It's just a parable for Yahweh Shai. Because you know what, the hell with this, the hell with the sheep. You know what? Let me do my thing. I've done my thing already. Let me do my thing. You like the hell with the sheep. The sheep is now starving now because you got people watching your channel. They was watching your channel, subscribe to you.
Now they starving.
Yeah, now you start putting up videos, and now you got the sheep keep going back to your channel. Ain't no videos on there. It's just the old videos. Yeah. They're trying to see if maybe you put another video channel up, and they can't find it. And then now they go back into the world. And now, so you basically,
on your head.
Yeah, because now it's basically you beating and whipping them with
exactly. You're
treating them poorly.
Yeah, you're abusing them.
Abusing the water. Read on.
it says, and at an hour when he is not war, and will cut him in sunder, and will appoint him his portion with the unbelievers. And that servant which knew his Lord's will, and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes.
Right.
But he that knew not, and did commit things worthy of stripes, shall be beaten with few stripes. So he's still going to get beaten, but just not as many, because he didn't know, you know.
Yeah.
So the Lord's still going to kill him. You know, niggas in the hood, you know, gang banging, whatever, they don't know. They'll probably never hear the word. What the Lord don't want them to. They still gonna die. But the men that come into this truth and leave, like Peter said, it would have been better for them to not even know, man. Because now they're gonna get whooped with even more stripes, man. They're gonna go through worse things than the 2/3, or well, they are 2/3, but they're gonna go through worse things. Yeah, the 2/3 they didn't have no clue.
But they knew there was the ones that were part of the circumcision at one point. All right, but then forsook you. All right, yeah, you're gonna get a worse judgment. All right, that's why the Lord says you're gonna start with the sanctuary. You're gonna start in His house. All right. So this is something that you have to take it. You have to take it seriously. You know, it's not just a after school program. All right.
One day a week thing.
Yeah. I'm gonna go hang with the pros on Saturday. We're gonna read the Bible together. We're gonna eat some chicken and drink some beer. No, bro, it's more than that, man. You serving the Lord over here.
It's a life.
It's a lifestyle, bro.
It's our heritage. Yeah, so you know, yes, I know I'm an Israelite, but you know, I still like, you know, Kool-Aid and pork chops.
You gotta give that shit up, bro. Yeah, man, we don't be drinking Kool-Aid and shit, man. Yeah, I mean
that's what the area is.
If that's all there is, you know, you can't be a, you know, but no pork chops and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
We ain't fuck with no Kool-Aid over here, though, bro.
Nah, yeah.
You know. We ain't fucking no Kool-Aid. You better put liquor in that shit.
Stop fucking around. You ain't got no taste of that.
I didn't start to chase that liquor there. I'm joking. I'm being simple. But yeah, I mean, on a serious note, you know, this thing that we're doing up here, this isn't just for YouTube views.
This ain't for entertainment. All right, this ain't just a fad. You know, this is. Hey, we're being called back to the truth, man.
Really?
Like that's what it is. We called back to the truth. You can't play with the truth. You can't even pick. Oh, I like this, but I don't really like that part. So I'm gonna do this, but I ain't gonna do that. Nah, man, the Lord don't work like that. You either in it or you ain't. Ain't no halfway or wishy-washy shit.
That's the great millstone, man. That's the great millstone. That's why you see the elders and apostles, great millstone. They're in it all the way, and that's why you have to follow the elders and apostles, the ones that have been laboring before us. You got to give them the double honors, and you got to continue in their step. All right, and the path that they laid before you, because they laid a nice open path for you. It's not wide, but it's clear that it's the path. Yeah. Just follow it, bro.
Because what they did, they followed Yahushua, and now we got to be followers of them. All right, so they are of Yahushua. That's what Paul said. Be ye followers of me as I am of Hamashiach. They have set the path. The Yahushua gave them the path. All right. Well, y'all gonna go through this forest. All right, you're gonna cut the path with the machete. And then so the rest that come, they can follow that path, you know. Yahushua told them where to go. They cut the path. They made it plain and simple for us. And now we just walk that path.
That's all we gotta do.
They did all the work for us. They cut the trees down, you know. They was in there, you know.
They was in what? They was in the library.
Yeah, exactly.
They had to go to the indexes and get the, you know, get that book. Go find the book in the library, study. Make copies of the pages.
Yeah, there was no Google.
Yeah, there was no Google. Come on, man. They did all that shit for us while we was in the world, you know, smoking weed, rolling up blunts. Yeah, you know, being niggas all playing with trains and cars and Hot Wheels, collecting baseball cards and shit, getting Nintendo games.
That's why they're worthy of double honors, man.
Straight.
Counted double worthy of, you know, double honors.
At the very least.
At the very least.
Come on, man. We owe them our lives, bro. Like we owe Yahushua our lives. Because we this is our sacrifice for Yahushua.
Yeah, ultimately it's Yahushua, of course, but he uses men. You know, he uses men to do his work.
Come. You see that? Anything else?
Yeah. This is Psalms 85 and 8. I will hear what the Most High Yahweh will speak, for he will speak peace unto his people and to his saints, but let them not turn again to folly.
See that? And that, hey man, please, you know, you know, brothers, prayer, you know, is a heavy thing. So you got to ask the Lord to, you know, keep you out of the path of folly, because you're gonna have all these different paths open up. That's why it says, wide is the gate.
Wide is the gate.
Matthew 7.
Yeah. See that enter in there?
Hey, bro.
This thing is serious, and it's got to be taken as such.
20 something, right? Yeah, the path, again, the path that the elders set for us, it isn't a wide path, it's actually a very narrow path, yet it's there. You know, the path is there and it's clear. If you have eyes to see, you're going to see that there's a path set there. You're going to have to go through that path. And you're going to see all these other different paths out there. You're going to see a path over to riches. You're going to see a path over to knowledge of the world. Because, yeah, you can get all this knowledge of the world and you can forsake this knowledge. But the real true knowledge and wisdom is going to be the stability of your times. It's the knowledge of the scriptures. But the path that you got to be walking on is the path of righteousness. All right? The path that Yahweh Shai said.
It's the same thing, just a better, huh? Nah, it's good, yes. It doesn't give
you got it? You didn't get it?
I don't know what's going on with that.
Let me just find it real quick.
Okay, here we go.
Shooting off for 7.
Oh, hold on. Go ahead. That's fine.
Let's see here.
Oh, this is tripping.
Yeah, getting tripping out. Yeah. Let's see, it's Matthew 7. The voice. I think it's Matthew 7. I want to say it's 14. 14. Yep. Here it is. Sorry, 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many that there be which that go. Slot. I'm tripping in my voice. Matthew chapter 7, verse 13. It says, and you break it down. Enter ye in at the straight gate.
Straight gate meaning a path of difficulty, not straight as in a straight line. No, that's straight as in path of difficulty. Read that again.
Con. Enter ye in at the straight gate. That's S-T-R-A-I-T.
So it's going to be a position of difference, because it's not, you know, it's easy, but it's not easy at the same time, because you're fighting all this worldly shit. You know, you're coming up out of the world. You know, you're accustomed your whole life. You've been in the world more than you've been in the truth. You know.
Yep.
Well, us anyway. You know, the elders is the opposite.
Story, yeah.
But we, you know, our whole life we've been taught contrary to enter into this path right here.
Right.
We've been told to go to the wide and the broad, where everybody can, you know, run all at once. You know, the scripture where they're talking about where only one can go at a time. You know, that's how narrow it is. Right?
Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction.
So wide and broad is the way to destruction. So there's many ways to get to death and destruction. You know, you can go that way, you can go that way, but you're still going to that path of destruction. But what, the path to salvation, the path to everlasting life, it's got to be single file. You know, you got to fall, and that's order. You got to fall in order. You know, you got to fall in line.
It says, and many there be which go in thereat.
Yep. So many people are going to follow after this. Right. You know, many people are going to follow after that way to death and destruction.
Verse 14, because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth to life, and few there be that find it.
Few be that find it. Talking about what? The elect. The elect are the ones going to find it, and then ultimately the rest of the 1/3, but through the elect, they're going to find it through the 144,000, because they're the elect is the ones that are going to find Yahweh Shai, because what? He's going to call us unto him. Scripture says, "My sheep hear my voice, and they follow me." That's how they find it, because they find the shepherd. You know, it's nothing that we did. You know, we weren't just plotting. You know, said, man, today I'm going to go serve the Lord. Nah, it wasn't like that. The Lord called us. All right, we answered the call. But what these people, they let it go to voicemail. You know, the Lord's knocking at the door, but they don't want to open. So they're going to receive death, man. All right, the Lord's trying to give them the subpoena so they can show up, and they don't want to hear it. But so what? They just got to get the ultimate judgment for it, which is death and destruction.
I got one more.
Good.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 7, verse 7. I can really read from the top, but we're going to read that. We're going to start point 7 and 7. The entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand, and on the left, a deep water.
God, so what? when you're in this truth, you're walking on a tightrope. You know, you see the circus. They walk in. They trying to balance, and that's where balance comes in. You got to be balanced in this. So you got to balance as you walk in this path. Because if you fall, you're either gonna fall into the deep waters,
drown
onto that fire. It's gonna burn you up.
Reading on, it says, verse 8, and one only path between them both.
Yep, there's only one path between them. It's not like you can jump over the man in front of you. You know, there's no shortcuts. You know, there's a one path and that's it. There's one door. There's your Howard shot.
That's right. So it says, and one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that